Hi everyone, welcome to the world of ANZ Premier League with stewiejp. I'm Stewie. You're not, unless you've been living under a rock for the last couple of weeks. There's been some ANZ Premier League happening on the World of Tanks ANZ, the World of Tanks Asia Twitch channel. Link down below. Highly recommend you check it out on a Friday night. 5 versus 5 at Tier 10, state by state. Of course, our friends over the ditch in New Zealand are also represented by the Auckland Archers and the Christchurch Conquerors, they're going to be our second game in this replay. This is the first game, which is the South Sydney Skorpions, currently top of the table up against the Cairns Comets. South Sydney Skorpions have got the old mate Hexaflex in the IS7, Napalmer in the Super Conqueror, Knight and the Aussie Gamer in the Batchat, and JT in the T100 LT. Down there, you can see him over there just to the right. Also, the Comets are on board here on steps as well. Ravioli Al Dente in the Cranvag and the Kacha Spirit of the Object 277. CJ King in the Super Conch, Speed in the Batchat, and Dark in the T100 LT. The Comets going for 3 heavies, 1 medium and a light, compared to the Skorpions, who are on defence, going for 2 heavies, 2 Batchats, and the light tank. Looking at the mini-map, you can see the Comets have taken over sort of the central and the western half of steps, and the Skorpions represented in that red colour in the northeast. Looking after base number 2, also got vision on base number 1. Of course, Skorpions are defending in this game, and of course the objective in this attack defence kind of situation is you either kill all the enemy tanks just like a random battle, or you cap out one of the caps. There are 2 caps, and Napalmer looks like he's firing towards one of them, thinking maybe the T100 LT or the Batchat might be there, or maybe he had vision on the T100 LT. JT has lost a little bit of health there on 1,066 hit points in the Tier 10 Russian light tank. He's sort of bugging out there now, looking down back towards the southeast corner of steps, and the IS7 and the Super Conqueror for the Skorpions, keeping an eye on that base number 2. Napalmer getting hit a little bit. That's Dark's T100 LT up there, just near the railway lines on the northern part of steps. The hit points aren't looking. There's about 800 difference between the Skorpions. The Comets do have a little bit of a hit point advantage, but no one's taken out any kills just yet. As the timer goes down to about 4.5 minutes. 5 versus 5, as we said, 5 versus 5. This is something we haven't seen for a long time on the World of Tanks ANZ Twitch channel, or anywhere else for that matter. 5 versus 5, all at Tier 10. I reckon it's pretty cool. I reckon you should check it out. Napalmer down there in the Super Conqueror, shooting towards. Not sure where he's shooting towards the heavy tanks, the Cranvag and the Object 277. Look like they're heading his way, and this could be where it's all going to happen on steps. This could be the all-in brawl that we've been waiting for. Ravioli Al Dente in the 3-shot auto-loading Swedish heavy tank, the Cranvagen, and he's riding along with the Kacha Spirit, moving in there for the brawl. And the Super Conqueror as well, CJ King. Here it is. This is where it's all happening. Napalmer getting shot by the Cranvagen and the Object 277. Hexaflex coming in, trying to block him, trying to protect the remaining 142 hit points on the British heavy tank. Kacha Spirit gets a first kill, taking out Napalmer in the Super Conqueror, and in comes the Dark. It's an all-in brawl over here, up here in the northeast part of steps. CJ King in the Super Conqueror coming in, trying to make something happen. A little bit of a hit point advantage still to Comets, but it's nothing really groundbreaking. The hit points are pretty much similar. They are down a tank though, the South Sydney Skorpions, and but some of those Comets are one-shots. So Kacha Spirit on 122 hit points, CJ King on 93, Dark on 1444, but he's coming in to start fighting. Looks like Ravioli is off the reload now and continuing to roll forward with his mate. They could be going for the cap. There's 2 Batchats left on the South Sydney Skorpions team. Missed the kill on the IS7, but that's what happened in that brawl over there near the second base cap. The Cranvagen sitting on the cap now. Now you might not think capping is going to be an option on this, but sitting on the cap will draw those Batchats back into the fight. Both of them probably loaded by now, you reckon? Maybe, but looks like they might be going to be looking at the mini-map. Looks like they might be going for a bit of a dank flanking manoeuvre, if you like. 1 Batchat in the south, 1 in the central part, getting ready to come in, and JT getting some reset shots, but he got the kill on the Super Conqueror, but it cost him his life, getting killed by Ravioli Al Dente, and bringing the score back to 2. It's 2 versus 4, 2 Batchats. Of course, we all know a Batchat can do lots of damage, but there's 4 guns going to be shooting at them when they go in to try to get the reset on this base number 2. Batchat from the Comets also coming in, trying to stop those guys, getting the resets, down to 600 hit points now, Skorpions. It looks like the Comets have won this game. And even though South Sydney Skorpions ended up with the win on that occasion, not on that occasion, at the end of the day, the Skorpions got the win. But the Cairns Comets did manage to pull one back, and good on them. Didn't win the round, but they won that battle, that's for sure. On the game number 2, this is a local derby. Who doesn't love a good local derby? The Auckland Archers up against the Christchurch Conquerors, the 2 New Zealand teams fighting it off on Sandy River. The Auckland Archers, 2+2 in the WZ11158, Celestia in the Batchat 25T, as well as the return Blazeny CS63, the brand new Polish medium tank at tier 10, and Dell in the T100 LT. The Conquerors from Christchurch, Pebbles Crowd in the Super Conqueror, Conehead also in the Super Conqueror, Trax in the Batchat, Slayer in the Leopard, and Kyle in the T100 LT. Looks like it might be happening in the south. There's 3 heavy tanks in the north from the Conquerors. In the south, the Archers though going for a little bit of a is it a push, or is it just a bit of a poke down the south to see what the Conquerors might have? A T100 LT they'll certainly be seeing each other. They're looking at each other for sure. The 2 Batchats getting ready to pounce, but Kyle not falling for that trap, pulling back behind those sandy ridges, and we don't want those Batchats unloading on the T100 LT. Not if you know what you're doing. You don't want to do that, and I'm sure he does. Anyway, you can see at the top of the scoreboard they were already up 1-0, the Archers to the Conquerors, and they're relocating now, looking to maybe head back to the north. The T100, Kyle, he's got to run. He's getting chased by the T100 LT as well as 2 Batchats, I'd say. I'm guessing he would have seen those Batchats for sure, and he will not want 2 Batchats shooting at him when he's got no support. The rest of his team up there in the north, and he's going to go and join them. The Conquerors are on defence on this one. You can see the one cap circle in the southern eastern part of the map, one in the north, and most of their tanks are in the north. Super Conquerors loving those ridge lines. In the middle of the map, the Batchats and the T100 LT for the Archers sort of regrouping down there in the south, possibly on the reload. The CS63 having a bit of a look up in the north. Batchat from the Conquerors team having a bit of a look at the CS as well. And it's a little bit of a case of hurry up and wait now on Sand River. In the local derby, the Auckland Archers up against the Christchurch Conquerors. Kyle in the T100 puts a shot into the enemy counterpart, and as they zoom out, have a bit of look. Dell on 1227 hit points. Kyle full health. The WZ11158 also on full health, 2420 hit points, and the Conquerors from the Super Conquerors in the Conquerors team sort of guarding the north, if you like, as a Leopard and Batchat, making a move towards a CS63 by the looks of it. CS63 got that turbo mechanic. He'll be pushing the W key as hard as he can. He doesn't want the Batchat and the Leopard to catch him napping. Looks like they're going for Blaze in the Polish medium tank, but I think the Polish medium tank might just be able to get away. Let's have a look and see. He is still on full health. And meanwhile, while the Leopard and the Batchat are getting drawn away by the CS63, you can see on the minimap, the CS63 has gone miles away. The Batchats from the Returned and Celestia, looks like they might be making a little bit of move in the northeast. Kyle and his T100 LT keeping both Batchats honest, putting the odd shot into them, getting spotted, putting some shots in towards the French Tier 10 auto-loading medium tanks. Keeping them honest, they're just kicking back there. They don't want to, I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're going to push in. If they push into the T100 LT, the Super Conquerors will surely get a crossfire. The T100 of Dell is copping it down to 605 hit points. But Kyle's in his T100 also down to 528. Copping it a little bit. Dell might go down here on 127. Kyle on 528. 2 more shots from the Batchat should get rid of him. And here comes the Leopard. The Leopard of Slayer coming straight down the guts, looking for the WZ11158. Both on, they on a similar amount of hit points. Not really. Slayer down by a little bit. The first kill goes to Pebbles Crowd, getting rid of Dell in the T100, and now these two Batchats in the middle. Looks like they're going to try to gank the Leopard. They are down to 434 hit points, Slayer, and he's running as if his life depends on it, because it does. But the Batchat of the Returned on full health does cop 1 shot, but takes out takes out the Leopard, evening the scoreboard up at 4 apiece. Again, the Batchat, the CS65, having a bit of a brawl here. It looks like it was a ram kill. Blazing the CS63, the Tier 10 Polish medium tank. Here comes the WZ, pushing into these Conquerors. There's two Super Conquerors there, both on full hit points, 2,640 hit points each. Kyle in the T100 LT on 528 for the Conquerors. Archers have got the two Batchats. One's got most of his health, the other one's on about half. WZ on about half as well, and the CS63 on about half. Well, not a huge amount of hit point difference. The Conqueror's up by, 900, a bit under 900, and it looks like the medium tanks might be coming in to take some of those hit points off the Super Conquerors. By the look of it, the Super Conquerors for the Christchurch Conquerors. Here they come, WZ11158 leading the charge. Pebbles getting focus fire down to 691, 1,358 hit points. WZ 2+2 losing some health, getting killed by Conehead 23, and now the T100 LT trying to snipe into as the Batchat comes down to unload with the CS63 for the Archers. 3,000 damage to Pebbles crowd in this all-in brawl in the middle. Two Super Conquerors for the Conquerors. Can they hold it up? They've got over 3,000 hit points between them, 2.5 to the Archers. Of course, they don't have much armour either because they're all medium tanks, two Batchats and the CS63. But once those Batchats are out of there and reloaded, well, who knows if they can clean up those Super Conquerors in the middle. Hit point advantage now on the Archers with the medium tanks. And of course, you think the DPM and the amount of that clip damage from the Batchats, as well as the CS63, should be able to get rid of these British Conquerors on 1,770 hit points. This is the Archers versus the Conquerors. A local derby from New Zealand, if you like. The Auckland Archers, the Christchurch Conquerors. 1,600 versus 13, 16 versus 11. Down and going, the Conquerors are called it with the Batchats and the medium tanks, unloading on those British heavies and winding up the game by 1,415 hit points. On to our third and final battle now. This is the highlight video. The highlight video, 3 highlighted games from last Friday from the ANZ Premier League. This is the Sentinels, the North Sydney Sentinels, up against the Brisbane Bulldogs. They'd have to have that cross that New South Wales Queensland rivalry. Surely they'd have to. In the Sentinels, there's my old mate Criticus. In the Super Conqueror, Zanin in the WZ 11158, helping Panzer in the same. Roendi in the CS63, the second time we've seen the CS63 tonight. Rainbow in the T100 LT, and of course on this, that was the Sentinels. On the Bulldogs team, got Iron Guard in the I7, Ravi and Joatora in the Batchat 25 team. My old mate Tomark in the STB, and Lightning Man in the T100 LT. We're back on steps, and similar to the first game, similar to the other Sydney game, we can see the Bulldogs taking over sort of the western part of the map, North Sydney taking over the east with their Chinese heavy tanks, Super Conqueror, the CS63 and the T100 LT. Lightning Man in the T100 LT trying to get some vision over here in the northern, central, western sort of part of steps. And this could be a case of they're just casing each other out. This is just like a clan wars battle. You want to see where the enemy are. The lights are running around. There's the double Batchat, Ravi and Joel Tura flying north. Looks like they're going to probably cross the railway lines and try to not only get some vision but be able to unload some of that French auto-loading brilliance into the enemy team. This is North Sydney Sentinels up against the Brisbane Bulldogs. This is our third and final replay from Friday's round 3 of the ANZ Premier League. Live on Twitch on the Australian New Zealand World of Tanks Twitch channel. Link down below. 10,173 hit points up against 9,324. Most of the tanks, Tomark's lost a little bit of health, so Zanin in the WZ 11158. Batchats are coming up here in the north, just northeast of the railway line, looking to shoot out Criticus there. Gets him for 380 hit points. Is he going to be able to unload? No, he's pulling back. That's Joe Atora playing around the rock and the bushes in the north and just north of the railway line for the Brisbane Bulldogs. Keep trying not to say British Bulldogs. That's what we used to play at high school. Anyway, bit of cap pressure coming on over there on the eastern cap. The 2 cap from the Sentinels, putting a couple of tanks on the cap. One tank on the cap, but they'll be hearing that siren thinking, well, we won't have to. Sometimes it's a valid tactic. Do you go for the cap to try to cap it? Generally not. Generally you want to do that to draw the enemy out and force them to make a fight, just like a normal random battle. Joe Atura kicking back there in the bushes, up on the perch in the bat chat. The T100 LT Lightning Man coming up to possibly give him a hand and maybe throw a few shots into those enemy heavy tanks. Again, we've got 3 heavy tanks on the Sentinels team. The Sentinels are defending. More medium tanks for the Bulldogs. That seems to be the way to do it, that's for sure. Criticus there getting hit. I'm not sure if that one went through. Patience is a virtue. It's a case of hurry up and wait. The Sentinels, who are defending and do have a hit point advantage in this game, nearly 10,000 hit points right now, where the Bulldogs are down to just under 9. And the Bulldogs, the onus is on the Bulldogs to push. If it ends up in a draw, then of course the defending team will win. Just under 10,000 hit points on the North Sydney Sentinel tanks. Just under 9 on the Brisbane Bulldogs. Looks like they're getting ready for a pounce. The bat chats are probably reloaded by now. Looks like they are, and maybe getting ready for some kind of push coming up very, very soon. Hurry up and wait is what the caller's probably saying. Here comes Rainbow Assassin in the T100 LT, making a bit of a rotation down there in the south to look to see. Well, he knows where the tanks are. I don't think the Bulldogs tanks have moved too much. The Batchat's still in the north. There's 2 of them up there now. The IS-7, you can see the IS-7 in the minimap pushing in towards the middle with the STB of Tomahawk, as well as. Is it there? It is a T100 LT. Thought my eyes were playing tricks on me there. WZ115A and the Super Conqueror over there in the east, and there's the Batchats in the northeast coming in to take it to the Sentinels. That's for sure. Sentinels still with a hit point advantage. This time the hit point advantage is gone. First kill goes to Iron Man, getting rid of the WZ115A, and now the Bulldogs looking in a stronger position. Hit points almost exactly the same. The North Sydney Sentinels, they're hanging around that cap, and looks like they're going to be pushed from all angles by the look of it. T100 from the south, 2 Batchats as well as the STB from the north, and here they go. They've got to get this is all going to come down to focus fire. Sentinels still with a slight hit point advantage, but only a couple of hundred. What's a couple of hundred hit points between friends? Who knows? Maybe it'll be the difference. Helping Panzer getting focus fire there, down to 144. Lost his Amarak, gets taken out by Ravi in the Batchat, and now the Bulldogs looking a lot better now with an extra 800, 500 hit points, as well as the Bulldogs putting few tanks on cap as well. Rainbow getting the hell out of there in the T100 LT, looking to come in from a different angle. They've got 3 tanks on cap though. In 25 seconds they will cap this out in 25 seconds if the North Sydney Sentinels don't do something. 2 tanks versus 4 though. Rawendi in his CS63 at full hit points, as well as Rainbow also on full hit points with his 1500. Rawendi going the full YOLO, looking for the reset, but is he getting the resets? The timer doesn't indicate that he is. He's gone in there. He's been taken out by all 3 tanks on the cap, and that's going to be a win this time for the Bulldogs. Win by capping with 1,000 hit points left on the North Sydney Sentinels tank. At the end of the night, and it was a pretty big night, South Sydney Skorpions ended up back on top of the ladder on 7 points. Brisbane Bulldogs also on 7 points, so I guess that makes them even. The Auckland Archers on 3rd, North Sydney Sentinels 4th, Perth Panthers, Cairns Comets, Melbourne Matildas, Christchurch Conquerors, and Adelaide Action X rounding out the ladder. And see the results there. The Skorpions beat the Comets 3-1. The Archers beat the Conquerors 3-1. The Action X went down to the Panthers. Panthers 1-3, and the Sentinels and the Bulldogs drew in the end 2 apiece. I'm pretty excited about the ANZ Premier League. I reckon you guys should too. Hell of a lot of fun. Highly recommend you check it out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the entertainment. Take care and see you all next time.